What is going on? I'm Zedmont. We got to turn some sounds on here while we're in that neighborhood. We're going to go over and throw creator code Zedmont in the box. This video is going to have a crappy thumbnail. It's going to be super rushed. My apologies. Thank you for your patience. Vehicle broke down yesterday. Check engine light. I need to skip work and get that sorted. Frustrating. Anyways, moving forwards, this is my warships. As you can see here, this is the other warship, very, very close to stage 20, tier 20, level 20. I'm at a loss for words. Anyways, on this account, I had Rocket Choppas. This is the one where I was using Rocket Choppas without shocks. I went back and I got all of the things. Max level rocket launchers, went and got boom cannons, got some cannons, got flamethrowers, got green mines. Basically went back and backfilled all of my defenses, and now I've been winning and winning and winning. Went and got the shock blaster. Don't really know if that was the right choice or not. My base layout is fairly terrible. I've got 49 keys that I need to spend at some point. Not entirely sure what I should be spending them on. Maybe some barrage, maybe getting some more gunboat energy, or going and getting artillery. I haven't made up my mind yet. Anyways, I'm going to quickly show you my other warship, then we'll come back here. You know what? Actually, let's just show you some attacks here. So, you see, people generally are leaving an engine room up or two, just struggling against my base. My attacks have looked like this. I am dropping Everspark with getting Everspark out there first, getting some critters out, and then all of my Rocket Choppas coming with some heavies coming over on the side. Don't need our heavies yet. Then the heavies coming in, throwing out some shocks. That was a pretty good shock there, getting the boom cannon and the shock blaster. And then it's just a war of attrition. Nothing is super fast at the moment. People who have 5 engine rooms, and 4 engine rooms for that matter, are tough to get all of their stuff. It is just a complete and utter grind. So hopefully you guys are doing well. I can't say that Rocket Choppas are the best choice, but I don't have Zookas, so the heavy Zuka thing, just not an option for me. It is helping me miss some mines, but it's a grind. It's a slog. Let's just see. The problem is my good times aren't actually coming up, unfortunately, because these people have not finished my base. So most people not finishing my base, and this base, to be honest, not super good. My goal here is to get 3 mines together. I find that 3 mines placed in a row like that end up doing a whole bunch of damage. You end up having a good chance of winging someone's Zookas. Anyways, that is what I'm happening on this account. Let's switch over to my other one because I have not gotten my chests on that one in a little bit. Having a little bit of fun on this. Actually, you know what? Let's do the boss battle here. Whatever. You're here. I'm here. Let's just get it on. Here we go. So this base is... everyone seems to love this base with like the 3 mines and then the boom mines in behind. Everyone seems to have that. So I like to drop Everspark slightly, ever so slightly to the right. That does fairly good stuff, and then we're just going to kind of hang out in here for a little bit. And then as soon as she starts to get some critters out, starts to head in that general direction, we're going to drop our Rocket Choppas, and our Rocket Choppas are hopefully going to head off in the general right direction. We're going to get some heavies over slightly to the right, because I don't need them for this first bit. We've got enough critters, we've got enough of the things moving in the right direction that we shouldn't need anything except for Everspark. And then I'm just going to drop some more heavies over here. And then before we go anywhere near those cannons or get moving over towards that boom cannon, we're just going to move over to the right. All of our heavies are going to get out front. We're going to get some critters there also that are going to help clear some mines. And now we should be golden. This should be in a great spot for us to start attacking. That shock right there, that shock is because I'm afraid of that boom cannon on the far left hand side. And now we're just grinding on forwards, hoping to get that shock out. That was so close on that boom cannon on the right hand side there. And now just lots and lots of critters. Like, honestly, this is just a complete and utter grind moving forwards. Trying to shock all of the things, trying to get critters out front, and also some heavies. Now, I've got 2 heavies left, but they're way over there on that right-hand side. So at this point, it's just shocking moving forwards. Now, that back engine room, I'm always a little bit torn as to if I go for that back engine room or if I get the heck out of dodge and then smoke my way back over here, just trying to keep all of my troops alive. And now Everspark not doing super great. She is stuck, about to die right about now. Yep, that was not awesome. So bit of a problem here, but I'm going to move slightly farther away and hope we can get the shock out on all that stuff. So the reason for that moving away was because of that boom cannon in behind. And now it's going to be a weird balance of some of my rocket choppas attacking the boom cannon in behind and some of them attack... Uh-oh, that person got all sorts of stuff down. So the fact that they've got 2 engine rooms left means maybe, just maybe, we're about to come up with the loss. We're about to find out as I lose my last troop. Let's throw a shock out, maybe get a little bit more percentage. I'm not quite ready to retreat yet. Probably should, because these are only level 1 Zookas, but I figure, you know what, if we can get even like 1% more damage, we might as well take advantage. Now, I've noticed that it constantly says opponent is attacking, even when they retreat, so my theory right now is maybe if you retreat when you have no troops, it doesn't say opponent has retreated. This is going to be so close. So close. They're trying to flash kill that final engine room as my rocket launcher is barely clinging on. This is going to be incredibly close. I think they're going to get it down right about now. And that extra percentage that we mixed in from that final dude, they got barrage as well. This is going to be incredibly close. Incredibly close. So that Zuka bit at towards the end. Queso fresco, fresh cheese just ruined our boss battle. Not entirely sure they were our boss battle, but I'm going to leave it at that because I don't have any time to do more attacks. We're going to skip to the other account back in just a second. Just like that. I say back in a second, but really there's no time between the takes. This account also sitting almost at 20. I think my rocket choppers are going to get to 20 quicker. My Seeker attacks 272 tokens. Every season I hoard things like a dragon sitting on their hoard. Yeah, poor choice of words there on my part. Nonetheless, we don't have green mines. We don't have rocket launchers. We don't have basically anything. Really tempted to max my barrage, but don't know what my goal is or what my plan is. Probably should jump straight to 6 engine rooms, but that's scary as well, and I haven't done the math of how many keys, and every time I do those kind of jumps, I end up screwing up. So we've got 200 right there, so chances are 224, 256. It's going to be close. Probably not going to have enough, though, so I'll just keep hoarding at this point. And this account, still all about the Seekers, nothing but Seekers, nothing but lots and lots of failures as well, failing a lot. Now, Bullit is my MVP at the moment, getting all sorts of value out of Bullit, so I'm going to drop Bullit first, trying to do things the smart way, then I'm going to throw a barrage in about here, and then I'm going to drop the rest of my Seekers, and things are going in the right direction at the moment. That can change in a huge hurry, but at this point, going to get that flare back out there, going to get a, what's that thing called there, a smoke, hoping that we can get all of our dudes in and amongst the engine rooms as we try to get Bullit. Bullit is not going to make it. Spoiler alert, Bullit is going to be incredibly late. I'm kind of okay with that, though. As long as I can keep that going, Bullit's going to end up pulling into that final engine room. Maybe, just no, he's not going to get there. Let's be honest, he's not going to get to that engine room unless we get some sort of a miracle. And that miracle, of course, is energy drink. All of our Seekers coming back around. That person did not have a ton of shock mines, it seems. So as long as you know where your Seekers are going to go from this engine room, and knowing they're going to go back there ended up saving us a bunch. Only had to use 1 barrage to clear mines. 2 barrages. So Vader's Fist is not as good as the fresh cheese, it seems, but they might still beat us, actually. 252 is pretty quick. I'm going to guess that I was around 254, but I already forgot, did not look at the time. I tend to not look at 3 minutes 6, that's pretty quick. So Vader's Fist, a very fast time with Rocket Choppas. Let's show you their attack in case you're going to get any kind of value out of that. Just clearing all of the things, getting all of the rushing in, and then just You see that back flare? Remember who invented that back flare? That was me. Someone else probably did too. But just seeing that back flare makes me happy because my first video of the season was all about using that back flare. So I'm not going to take credit for that. Let's be honest. I'm sure everyone else already thought of that, but it's kind of neat to see. So, shock mines, shock mines, shock mines. And this is where sending 2 boats to the left is going to be hugely, hugely beneficial. So I'm going to get Bullit over to there. I'm going to sneak 2 boats over there. And now I'm going to get my barrages out and hope that we can get all sorts of goodness out of this. I don't know if they're going to squeeze by that. We're going to find out right about now. It's going to be incredibly, incredibly close as to whether or not all of our Seekers can take down that engine room or not. I feel like they probably can't, but we've got a barrage waiting on deck. So I'm going to get the rest of these dudes out. Then we're just going to get going. I've got to throw a barrage on that engine room. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world at all. Unless that barrage... There we go. That's exactly what we were after. So Bullit going in the right direction. Finally, need to get that shock on that stuff. And now we're pretty much set up. This is going to be a little bit weird because this person's engine room is in a weird spot. Not entirely sure where all of the dudes are going to go, but we should be able to just throw a shock right about there and hope that some of... Oh, they're all going back there. So we're going to throw another smoke right there. And now just hoping that we've got enough. I think we should have enough. So going to be 2 minutes and 49 seconds. So Seekers, doesn't matter how fortified people have made their bases. With a little bit of planning, you can get all of their stuff down. They put some shock mines on the left-hand side, so we threw a shock over there and a smoke over there and a barrage over there. So winning. Many ways to win this season. Really enjoying that aspect. This person coming in with Grenadiers. Anytime you see Grenadiers, you know they're just hoping you're going to fail on their base. So I am not a big fan of Grenadiers. Grenadiers, Kavan, super slow. Don't fail these people's bases because they will just grind your base to a pulp. So big shout out to Vader's Fist. Game still crashing. We are almost at update 3. Hopefully that resolves all the problems. Anyways, that is going to be all for me. Bit of a catch-up video. Bit of a weird video. I have got to go and put an OBD2 scanner on my vehicle and figure out what's wrong and maybe change some spark plugs and stuff, which is a bit beyond me. Anyways, that is all for me, as per always. Thank you for coming in. Please consider throwing creator code ZMOT in your box, if only for the fact that I got a big expensive car bill coming up. Anyways, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm ZMOT. Peace.